Hello and welcome to the top of the world. Water at the edge, ice, gone. This bay here, the ice lingers longer than it does anywhere else. I don't know why. Anyway, it's been gone several weeks now. It's time to put the pontoons in. The water level, as you can see, is coming right up. Now, you wouldn't know what it was like before, but anyway, we've had days and days and days and days and days of rain. So these are my pontoons, which were all stacked up here late last year, and now it's time to set them all up, put them out on the water. It's only the second time I've ever done this. I designed and made all this myself, obviously. You can tell by the bad welding and just anyway. So let's see how we get on. I'm glad the water levels come up because it makes it a lot easier for me to put them in. Right, that's the first section in the water, which is always the hardest because I have to lift that up. Not so clever on my back today. Okay, and how I've constructed this is I welded up all these hinges and brackets myself. So they all lock into one another. Okay, so then what I use for the hinge is I use these big roofing hooks. Well, they have many uses. And then I lock two nuts on the end. I also have these canvas straps that strap to it in case one of my welds fail. Is it likely that my welds fail? Well, they have done before. I'd like to say I need to be a bit careful at this point, not drop my phone in the water. Has my phone been in the water? Yeah. Just about there somewhere. I'm sure you all had a good laugh when you watched my phone go down, bubbling, and me, well, I think I might have cussed once or twice. Anyway, so I've got to take this pin out, turn it round, and then put the bolts on. I don't know if that's in a good position or not. Slide this out part way. Put the next one in from behind, so I'm not struggling holding up the weight of this. Ah, splinter, look at that. There, like so. I don't know how well you can see that. Now if I had the right size nylocks, I wouldn't need to put two nuts on, but I don't. So to prevent them coming loose, and of course this all moves and vibrates, I lock 2 nuts together. So what you do is you put on 2 nuts like this, like teaching everybody to suck eggs, and you turn them against each other, which effectively means you do one up and you undo one. Right, you lock them together. Like such. Right, they can't come undone now. So that's good and secure. We'll do the same to the other side. And then what we also do, in addition to the hinges, got our holes there from last year. And we screw that into there, and what that does is that's there just in case we have a problem with the hinges. One snaps, falls off, the bolt falls out, and each corner of the pontoon is done exactly the same way. So we take the 2 spanners, the other side, and that, and that. And we do the same to this side, and then we do the same to each connect and joint. So there's my 2 nuts. Right, very funny, AJ. Very funny. Clean your mind up. So we lock these 2 together. Like so. Push that inbound, and then screw this off. Is that a bit overboard on a small river like this? It's not a small river, it's a large river. And I have 2 boats on here. The old man can have 2 boats on here. There could be 4, there could be 5 boats, maybe even a couple of canoes. It's a lot of money attached to one pontoon, all based on my welds. In addition to that, if anything else breaks, everything stays where it is. I haven't got to go down the river. Have I been down the river collecting pontoons? Yep, but never my own. Right, no failures. So, belt and braces. It's easy. Hinges, straps. Right, no failures. We're going to put the next piece out, which goes across here, and then we can put the final 2 pieces on. And the process for each corner, each connection is the same. Bolt through for the hinges, and then an extra safety strap. Well, that's another one of those shortest videos ever, isn't it? Where you spend time doing something and you forgot to press record, or you press record and anyway, I haven't got any of that footage, none of it. So you saw how I started, and that's how I finished. What you missed is how easy I make the bit in between look. Anyway, so we're not going down there, because we've been down there in the previous video. Right, my camera knows what that looks like. If you go and look up the video, yeah, that's the docking. Depending on the water level, depends on how many boats you can get in it, but I put my big one in the middle there when it's running, and my little one on the side. The old man has one here and he has a here. Sometimes he has his ship out here, and you can get kayaks and other things all attached to it. But it's the simplest way for me to build a big enough pontoon that's nice and usable, but it's in sections that I can move. So even with my back not being as bad as it has been, it's not too bad. I can get these in and hopefully out. So there we go, they're in. It's end of the first week of June, so when have I got to have them out by? Yeah, first week in September, probably second week of September. maybe third week in September. Anyway, that's it. All we need is the boat. That's that. Good job. Look at that view. Look at that view. Yeah, there's got to be time for fishing, that is. Yeah, might be a little bit different this year, depends on how far the fish get, but there's a fish farm north of here that farms rainbow trout, and their nets were cut again. Well, there's good and bad things. The good side is I'm not particularly a great fan of rainbow trout because I ate a lot of it when I was younger. But it is a good freshwater fish for sure, and it is different to what I eat. But they do feed on other fish eggs, which is not good for our albora stocks. But anyway, these activists, they don't understand the consequences of their actions if that's what happened. So right, that's that done. Last thing to do is put up our wildlife camera so that we can watch the swans from the comfort of our iPhone, and all before everybody's out of bed. There, I must stay in that top deck. Done. No, that's not midday. That's midnight. So it was 13 hours ago we put the pontoons in, 5 AM. Oh, 500 hours. It's now midnight. Well, I think it's about 1/4 midnight. After I did the pontoons, I did my normal day, whatever normal is. And in the course of my normal day, I want to put the boat in. So I finally got the boat unstuck from where I got it stuck in October, with the snow and the ice, and it's been there all winter, and I managed to get it unstuck with some help, and now I'll show you what I've done. So I've got it unstuck and put it on the forks, like this. Or the tractor. Now at this point I've got two options. I'll take it off the tractor, I'll put out a trailer, I'll put it on a trailer, I'll strap it to the trailer, I'll then have to get the yoker out and attach the yoker to the trailer, then pull it all down the river, truck the trailer in the river, get the boat off, bring the whole lot back. Or wait till midnight and drive the whole lot down the road, all the way to the river, like that. That's the options. That nailed it. Then I'm waiting for my throttle arm for my engine to come in the post. Who knows? I've had another engine laying on my bench for about 3 years. Why I thought I could take a bench that's been laying on the side for 3 years that just leaked oil, and it'd not leak oil anymore, I don't know. So one of the things I did today was messing around out here. Anyway, I'm about to take the carburetor off now and strip it down. I stuck a nice little flower in the inlet in there, just to stop any insects going in. And I run it up in a barrel of water. Does that look like water? No. So the reason that was laid up in the first place, right, hasn't fixed itself after 3 years. Probably best that not go on the back of a boat and not go in the river, probably. Although it would solve the mosquito problem. So now what we're going to do, since we woke everybody up this morning, we're now going to drive all the way through the village with the boat on the tractor, throw it in the river, row it across the river, put it on the pontoons. Obviously. What a beautiful morning. What a beautiful morning. Look at that, stunning. Look at that. The sun's just dropped behind the trees. It'll be back up again in an hour and a half, 2 hours. Anywho, let's go and upset all those that I haven't already upset. Now you're going to have to bear with me because the old girl, well, she don't have any brakes. So, have I done this before? Only once and it didn't go well. Can I film and operate 6 controls? And we don't know. Anyway, let's see how bad this is going to be. Oh, I better put it in gear first. That's not going well. That's not going well at all. Ooh, that's reversed. That's good. Yep, that's definitely reversed. I need to get a chainsaw down here. Now, of course, what's happened is the ropes are off, so we're probably going to run over our own bow line. Right, we're definitely in reverse now, which is good. Do you know, I'm not sure if I want to risk going all the way down. I think I can drag it from here. I think. Let's see. Yeah, we can get it in there from there. Right. Hopefully we buried that in the ground enough that it's not gonna in the river. Oh, my lights are on. Never mind, maybe it'll help. Oh yeah. We got this. Yeah, look at that. First boat on a river, I think. It's definitely the only boat on the river tonight. Has anybody else been down the boat ramp? No. Look at this. All dug out. Right, shouldn't launch a boat with an old V40 front wheel drive Volvo. You just shouldn't. It just makes an absolute mess. So tomorrow's task chainsaw. I need to open this up. That's no good like this. Ooh, don't drop your camera in the river, Simon. Hey. Ooh, get my old sea legs back. There's not a lot to be said really, is there? Beautiful evening. Did I bring my fishing rod with me? No. Did I bring my coffee with me? No. But we have got the boat in the water. And that for me that's the start of the fishing season. So now, every day, irrespective of the day, when I get bored, this is where you'll find me. And in addition to all of that, we've got a world record breaking pike to get this year. So for those of you who don't know, I was a couple of centimetres short and 1.2 kilograms short of a world record pike. So the pike I got, according to the length that I measured and the weight I took, beats the biggest pike that's been caught in Sweden. Oh, I'm getting carried away. But I was short of the world record. So now I know how to do it. Obviously not how to catch the fish, but now I know how to get a record fish weighed and measured officially. Then that's the task at hand. Because if I could catch that one, and I know where I caught it and how I caught it, if that one's in here, that means there's a world record in there too. It's just gonna pop me right onto the pontoon, just like that. Bit of rubbing never hurt nobody. There we go. That's where we've just come from. And there we are. Making sure the camera is well and truly in the tripod so as we don't drop it. How's your sea legs, Simon? Pretty good. Pretty good. I guess I'd have to say this one's for you, Dave. old men rule, right? Beautiful, stunning. There you go. All built by my own fair hands. Cost me nothing. Everything I made from scrap, all from wood I'd cut. The only thing that I had to pay for, if you like, although I had them on the shelf, were the screws to screw this lot together. Oh, and the barrels. So the barrels, what makes it all float? Those blue barrels, they used to have lemon, I was going to say lemon juice. Yeah, you could say lemon juice. And I got them from the jam factory in the nearest big town south of here. I can't remember what I paid for those. But anyway, yeah, so I had to pay for the barrels that go underneath. So now what we'll do is we'll take a really unpleasant walk back to the tractor and we'll creep it back through the village as quietly as possible as my old tractor will go. Yeah, stunning, absolutely stunning. Anyway, there's our launch pad, and then just up here round the corner is our trusty old girl. So that made it a lot easier than doing all the trailering business. I didn't see the point, just wait a few hours. And after I'd finished me day doing what I was doing, it was about 1900 hours, I suppose. I might have sat on the sofa and had a really slow blink. That's about as quietly as I can do that. There we go. A130. As the sun come above the trees yet, can't be far away, and it dips below the trees Another couple of weeks it won't, well, another week or two it won't dip below the trees at all. Oh yeah, she's about ready to come up here, look. That was there when we left. You can just see it starting to come up. No 200 hours she'll be up. That's environmental disaster. Anyway, well, thanks for watching. That'll do for today. That's the pontoons in, that's the boat in. We need to sort the engine out, and then the start of fishing season begins. Should be an interesting one this year. Thank you all for watching. If you like the content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, helps me out. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.